Hi. I'm early. I'm not supposed to be doing this yet. 26. Hello, Sniffles Galore. Hello, Sturmis Linkerhand. Am I doing this thing right? Was ist los, Germany? I'm early for my just my Q&A. Hello from Russia. Hello, crapped my pants. Thank you for saying you love the album. Good morning. I don't think I'm allowed to answer questions for another 8 minutes. Okay. How is the someone asked, how is the experience recording this album? It took a long time. We recorded 28 songs, and we finished recording 23 songs, and then it turned into 10 songs. So it took many months. We recorded over like 6 months. And that last song, The Last Resort, was recorded after the album, like months after the album. Yes, I still have that Battle Edition shirt. How long did the Big Drag take to write? I kind of wrote the Big Drag mostly in one night. Took like 3 or 4 hours of just because those lyrics are kind of stream of consciousness. You know, they don't rhyme. I was just writing and writing and writing, and then I wanted every measure to be a different length, so I just had to fit the words in. I think it was I had a recording that was like 45 minutes of just me trying to sing the lyrics over those chords, and then I made it into a shorter song. But it didn't take that long to write because it's not a nod at the big takedown. I don't even know what the big takedown is. Yes, I have the song is called "Fat Mike Must Be on Drugs Again," but it's not about me now. It's about me 4 months ago. People, when I do crazy things, people think I must be on drugs, and so when I'm sober and do crazy things, people assume that. Uh, so me being sober now, people are starting to realize, oh, he's just out of his mind. It's not the drugs that makes him do crazy things. Uh, it's funny. I reading comments is hurting my train of thought. How do you all find meaning of it all when I say nothing's going to change, nothing's going to be okay? Uh, that's how I see the world. But I have a great day every day. I wake up happy, and I wake up and I want to write songs, and I want to ride my bike and hang out with my lady. So just because the world can be a shitty place doesn't mean it has to be shitty for you. That's why I also say in the song, uh, we don't know how many days we have left, so just make every day fun. Uh, I mean, when I go to a store, you know, I make jokes with the cashier at the supermarket. Uh, I try to have fun as many times I can during the day, and that happens by doing things that are absurd. I love living an absurd life. Uh, like just how I dress in my house, that's absurd. Uh, so, like for instance, people ask me because I've lost 20 pounds in the past 4 months. Well, a lot of that's from not drinking, but the first month, I wasn't drinking at all, and I was exercising, and I wasn't losing any weight. I didn't lose any weight in Huntington Beach. 5 weeks exercising twice a day, and then I started eating keto, but also this is a funny thing to say on a Twitch. I started corset training, which means around 6 o'clock at night, uh, my girlfriend puts a corset on me, and it makes it so you can't eat very much. So I spend evenings, eating a healthy keto dinner, but only about half portion because I'm like, I'm so full. Well, it's because you're wearing a corset. It's kind of a cool way to diet. I broke into the 170s last week. Pretty happy about it. Uh, Sounds like a healthy diet. Of course it is. Ha! Yeah. Of course it is a good diet. Come on, people. Of course it is a good diet. The new album is fantastic. Loving every track. Thank you very much. You know, uh, it's very fulfilling, and I don't have a FetLife account. I did once, but that's just weird. Uh, Man, this train of thought thing. I have to stop reading comments so much. Well, I was saying that the comments to this new album and the reviews are humbling. It's been the last time NoFX got good record reviews was in '98 when Decline came out. That got really good reviews, but we've never been a band that got good record reviews. It just didn't happen. When Punk and Drublic came out, punk was still like not big, and people didn't really care that much. Uh, but the Decline got really good reviews, and since then we haven't got very good reviews. Albums like Self Entitled got uh, 3.5 stars on Punk News, and you know, not that great. So, making a record uh, after 38 years that people say is one of our best, if not our best, and people like Punktastic gave 10 out of 10 for lyrics. I am really just so happy about that. Uh, and thank you. First Ditch Effort. Yeah, a lot of our records are underrated. I think Wolves and Wolves Clothing and Self Entitled are really good records. And, when they came out, Wolves and Wolves Clothing did not get good reviews at all. Uh, but this record's different, and lyrically, it's much more personal. But I really tried to write songs differently, to do things that haven't been done before. It's a shame because there was some really cool stuff on the double album that led into the last song. Like I played little parts of the last song in a bunch of songs, and it all culminated into one song. But yeah, that doesn't make sense anymore. Also, there's a song about the guy who I wrote about his brain cancer. That guy Brett, because he actually doesn't have brain cancer, and he fooled me. But I like the song. But on disc 2, there's a song called "The Fake a Wish Foundation," which is about him and me finding out that he just made it up. Hang on. Look at these cool pants I got. Yeah. This is my corset. Ain't it pretty? Anyway. I'll put this on before I end. Oh, I should. No, I don't want to do this interview in a corset. That would be too much. It's cool. Anyway, that's the new Fit Mike diet. I'll be changing my name to Fit Mike very soon. And it's not even about how thin you are, it's how thin you can get in a corset. Purple, it's not purple, it's pink. You cried for Frank Turner's love song. It's what's called Falling in Love. I got teary-eyed too. So did Erin, my ex, because the song's about us, and she said she cried a lot. How much do I miss Fit Records? I don't think that's gonna do that. How much do I miss touring? I miss touring. I miss well, I kind of enjoy touring more than playing a lot of shows. I do like traveling to different cities on a bus and doing cool shit, but I don't know, taking a year off playing shows, that's pretty cool. Oh, someone just wrote that they're queer and they liked hearing the pronoun per in fuck euphemism. Thanks. I'm kind of trying to push that just because I think it would make the world. Uh, are you collared? I am collared. I've recently been collared by my girlfriend Astara. And I'm very happy about it. In fact, this little thing here, can you believe it? A punk wearing a crystal. Ugh, well, my girlfriend is she's into crystals, and she's kind of showing me that they have power. And I was like, "What are you talking about? Crystals? You know, energy, moving energy in positive ways." And then she said, "You know how your computer runs, right? It's all based on crystals." And I went, "Oh, yeah, that's true, isn't it?" So she collared me, and look on the back. There's a lock. Uh, but you know, certain people. I think she can be an expert on crystals and yoga and stuff like that. And you know, she's an energy. She uses she moves energy and does all this weird hippie shit because she's she's indigenous. She's from the Yakima tribe in Washington. So I don't know. I kind of trust. Uh, what the hell? What am I supposed to? What word am I supposed to use? Indigenous, originals, American Indians. I don't know, but it's cool. She knows a lot of cool stuff about nature. Aboriginals. Well, see, Aboriginal is a funny word because it means originals. You know, it doesn't mean ab is just added to originals because if if the white people in Australia just called the Aboriginals originals, it makes them sound better. When you call them Aboriginals, it kind of has a negative connotation, even though oh, Yakima has good crystals for sure. Yeah, natives. Uh, yeah, the other day I told my girlfriend I go, yeah, you're native without the T. That was a good one. First Nations. Hmm. Thank you. That I look healthy. I feel healthy. Having this record come out uh, makes me feel really good. It's been. I mean, we finished it in uh, 2019. It's supposed to come out in September, but then we decided to put out the Frank Turner split. So we've been waiting on this a long time, and you know, we already started recording some new stuff. Uh, I put down, I've demoed like 11 songs, so we're going to be recording a new album. I think starting next week. That's what you do with Corona is you just kind of work. You do what you can. Talk about the album opener. It's so cool. Thank you. The Big Drag, the first song on the album, it's my favorite song on the album. Uh, it's the only song that I still can listen to. I'm not sick of that song. And there's a demo version of it too that's super cool with keyboard drums. And so my vocals are pretty terrible. The big drag is I don't think it sounds like any other songs. Not any No Effect songs, but I don't really know any songs that sound like that. But because every measure is a different length, and I did that on purpose, so you never really knew when the melody or chord change was coming. It keeps you uneasy. It keeps you on edge. And the bass line is supposed to keep you on edge. There's no real pattern to it, and a lot of it is just me doing this. So, it doesn't really make a lot of sense. But it sounds cool. A lot of that song is just is going for sound. Just to give it like an uneasy sound. I guess it maybe has a Stooges feel, but kind of, bigger drums. And I think maybe the piano part in that song is my favorite. Because it goes from left to right. And when you're listening to it on headphones, it just kind of throws you off. And it comes in. I played it and I was like, and I'd play it softer and softer until it fades out. And even though it's the same note, it comes back in. It sounds like it new, but it was just because I was playing softer. And then, and sometimes it comes in late. Twice it comes in late, which is cool. I don't know. I like it. How do I memorize all my unorthodox chord progressions? That's the thing, especially with my new songs. I really can't. I can't remember them very well at all. I'm having a hard time, and I just told Smelly yesterday. I go, I don't know how we're going to do this at rehearsal because I can't remember the progressions. I have to. I just wrote this, one of my newer songs, and it's like. I can remember it, but I have to go over it so many times, and then I got to learn it on bass, and I have to show Hefe and Melvin, and it's going to be fucking 3 hours before we get it right for the first time. So I don't know what we're going to do. This one goes like, no. Ah. See, it's hard. I can't remember it this time. Yeah. Oh, whatever. Do you write? Oh. Tell us about the Las Vegas. Oh. Oh, they're going so fast. Someone asked, what songs of these are we going to play live? Does anyone get to play live again? I'm not even sure that's happening. We tried to. We all learned linoleum, and we tried to play it maybe 7 or 8 times, and we didn't pull it off. So that's going to take a while to practice. I Love You More Than I Hate Me. I don't think we can ever play the big drag. That song is next to impossible to play. And I don't know. We haven't really talked about it. Doors and Fours, I like that, but it's kind of long to play live. Maybe we'll play Door and 2. Not funny. Oh, I want to play Fish in a Gun Barrel. That's hard to play, but I think that'd sound good. And it's got Karina in it. Oh, Birmingham would be a good live track. We can play Birmingham. Yeah, that'd be a great live song. Okay, we'll do it. Birmingham. Doing that one live. Hey, Kent. What's up, buddy? Yeah, fuck euphemism. That'd be good too. That song, that was just, we were at, this never happens, but I started jamming that riff at rehearsal, and Smelly started playing it, and Melvin started playing it, and well, I don't remember where Hefe was, but we have a demo of just I recorded it on my iPhone, and it sounds really cool. But we just started jamming that song, and it worked. Oh, let's hear it. Well, it's on my phone, and I can't. Maybe it's on my. I could maybe find it on my computer. No, that's not it. Here it is. Oh, slower. Oh. Oh, you forgot that part. That's cool. Fuck, this is better. Damn. That was better. I can't believe it. This song didn't make it. This song didn't make first ditch effort. Man, I could probably sit here and play 40 songs that didn't make our last few albums. Boy, wouldn't that be a bad idea. Kids of the K-Hole is the best NoFX song. Thanks. Pretty cool bass line though. It's hard. It's like that. Oh, no. Something like that. How do you email decomposers? I think you go to our Instagram account. Write us there. Release the songs that didn't make it. Well, the 13 songs that didn't make it on single album. By the way, the double album was called Single Album. We decided to keep the title because now it's a single album, so a single album is appropriate. We are recording a new album, but the 13 songs that didn't make it, they're not going to be on our new album. But next year, we have a record called NoFX A to Z, which I've been working on for like 10 years. Apparently, NoFX has songs song titles that start with every letter of the alphabet. Yep, I planned that. I've been planning that ever since the NoFX first 7 Inch of the Month Club when I wrote Zyklon B Bathhouse. So a lot of the songs that we didn't put on this album will go on that album, NoFX A to Z. Someone said something about Dexter Noodles. I like Dexter Noodles. In fact, I just talked to Noodles last night. We do stuff together sometimes. Once, I know it sounds weird, but after NoFX played Ink and Iron, me and Soma were partying late, and our friends left, and we went outside and had no phone service, so we couldn't get an Uber or call a cab, and everyone was gone. It was like 3 in the morning. No, it was like 2 in the morning. So we just started walking towards the hotel, which is miles away, and we were hitchhiking, which is something that, not something I normally do. And a van pulled over to pick us up. Guess who it was? It was Dexter Holland. Yep. He was in a van, a couple of girls. I think they may have been strippers. And he's like, "Fatty, are you seriously hitchhiking?" I go, "Well, yeah, I have no phone service." So he gave us a ride to the hotel. I don't think he would have stopped his plane, though. Who is my favorite songwriter? Eminem? No, but Eminem is my favorite rapper. I only own one rap album, and it's an Eminem record. He sings, it has Stan on it. It's a cool song. What was the Green Dragon? Are you talking about Backstage? Oh. Hey, Gary, can you answer that question? Or can you tell Gary to answer that question? It's my, I have to stay on this thing. Oh, hold on. Sweetheart? Sweetheart? Can you tell Gary to tell Cameron that answer the question? Please? Cameron texted me, I can't answer. Sorry. I'm in the middle of buying a building, and I find out if I get the loan today. I'm buying a 12,000. Oh, Gary, hi. A 12,000 square foot building in Las Vegas, where me and a bunch of other people are building the Punk Rock Museum. It should be open for punk rock bowling. In fact, the Stern brothers they're helping me, along with a lot of other punk rockers. Yeah, it's going to be a super cool place. It's in the Arts District. We're getting some crazy artifacts. We'll be putting up, like a splash page pretty soon. But if anybody does want to help, we need flyer collections from everywhere. We want flyers from every small town all over the world. So, if you're from Regina and you have flyer collections with local bands on them, we want, the place is just going to be plastered. Every wall, 12,000 square feet, 40 different rooms. Every wall will have flyers on it from a different year. And we don't just want, SSD flyers and Pennywise flyers. We want if there's shows in Grants Pass, Oregon, we want those flyers. We want Billings, Montana flyers. Yeah, if you're in a shitty band from years ago, we want those flyers because we want the museum to be. We want anyone who's punk rock to be able to go there and see their band on the wall. It's the absolute opposite of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You don't have to be inducted here. Part of that idea comes from Pat Smear, who he's helping build a museum too. Yeah, Pat Smear, and he was like, okay, but there has to be some kind of criteria to get your band in there. I go, what would you think, Pat? He goes, I think you have to have written a song and played one show. And so I was like, that's exactly what I was thinking. I was thinking you had to have recorded a song. Yeah, no, that's what he said. He said you have to have recorded one song to make it into the Punk Rock Museum. And I just want everyone to be included. I want flyers from Indonesia, I want flyers. How cool is it to be able to go to a museum and see your band on the wall? I think that'd be really special. So just look for the Punk Rock Museum. Social media will be on Instagram and Twitter in a couple weeks, and we'll give you all the information to where to send flyers. Or if you have any cool artifacts, probably you don't, because it's tough to get artifacts. We're getting a lot of cool stuff. Jerry from the Misfits, I talked to him. He's got the coolest stuff he's sending us. And we got some handwritten Necros lyrics. Oh, you got a signed guitar by Anti-Flag? Yeah. We're not a signed guitar type establishment. We're getting Jerry A's leather jockstrap from Poison Idea. That's the kind of stuff we want. I want Darby's skateboard. I want Davey Havoc's Prince Albert. Whatever. I'm not looking for signed guitars. Do I ever talk to Jello Biafra anymore? Yeah, we were just texting the other day. What's fun about this museum is I get to call up my heroes and shoot the shit and ask them if they have anything cool they want to put in the museum. You know what we're getting for the museum? This is super cool. The Bouncing Souls are donating their tour truck, the White Cloud, with all the stickers, and it smells like the Bouncing Souls. It smells like, well, Brian specifically. It's going to be in our parking lot at all times, so you can go onto the Bouncing Souls tour machine and party. Will Green Day be in the museum? Yes. Our museum is inclusive to all punk bands. It's not a 70, 77, or 81 museum. The museum will have bands all the way till now. It's going to be 5 decades of punk rock. There's even a DIY wall where if you bring a photo of your band or a flyer, you can just put it up yourself. Yes, simple plan as well. Oh, Adolescents? No, we're not going to put the Adolescents in. That'd be just weird. They're not really punk. Wire? Yes, I believe Wire can make it. Pink Flag was a punk record. You don't have to keep mentioning bands. Descendants. Someone just wrote Descendants. Will they be in the Punk Rock Museum? Clearly, I haven't made myself clear. This is an inclusive museum. Oh, someone says, I have a signed no use for name record. See, that kind of stuff is not interesting, is it? Uh, we're not a record swap meet. Uh, we have some very rare records that we're going to be showing. Brian from the Nightbirds is he's a collector of cool shit, and he's got some really like really unique stuff that no one that only punk rockers will find interesting. He has the first cassette from Touch and Go Records, which you may be familiar with the Meatmen or the Fix or the Necros. Uh, cool label out of Maumee, Ohio. Corey Rusk's label. Is alcohol allowed in the museum? Not only is alcohol allowed, but it's mandatory. Uh, no, it's not mandatory, but we're throwing around the idea of giving a free beer with every ticket purchased. And there's a bar outside. There will be a bar and barbecue. And on weekends, we're showing movies, free movies on weekend nights, punk movies. You know, maybe once in a while we'll show, I don't know, Gone with the Wind, Ordinary People, Timothy Hutton movies, maybe Sean Penn. Uh, or it would having a Chris Penn night would be better. Chris Penn, Chris Farley, John Belushi night. Uh, what's the best song on Home Street Home? Oh, the best song in Home Street Home. That's a tough one. I really like Love Song. I think we wrote a love song. I don't think many people have heard that one yet. Uh, if those of you who haven't heard Home Street Home, you can get the Home Street Home Volume 1 online. Yes, we are planning on opening Home Street Home on Broadway, but right now we have a producer that wants to do it in 2024. So, yeah, that's aggravating. How is it possible to become successful still if you're starting a band? I think that was a question. You have to be really good. Uh, the advice I give to, half the bands on Fat Records, if you want to be good, uh, learn half the Beatles songs. Uh, and try to write lyrics that you're not sure you should write because it might offend people or because you don't feel good about them. Never write lyrics you think people want to hear. That's a bad way to start. I mean, start by learning. The first Beatles song I learned was For the Gimmies. Actually, I only know how to play 3 Beatles songs, but All My Lovin', learn the chords to that song, and because that opened my eyes a little bit, because all the cover songs that the Gimmies do, the Beatles are the most complicated, but they sound the simplest. That's how I try to write. Especially the new stuff I'm writing, I can't remember how to play the chord progressions. I wish I knew how to write music. I mean, I'm not saying you write complicated like Rush or Primus, because Primus is horrible. Uh, There's a time and a place to write weird, hard to play riffs, but I just like interesting chord progressions. Can you tell us how shit of a disc golfer you are? I'm shit. I've played maybe 4 times. I'm not very good. Why do you love to hate shit? I don't love to hate shit. Uh, I love to love shit. I just don't love a lot of shit, especially music. I wish I liked more music because I could listen to music more, but it's pretty rare when I like music. I don't know. Am I jealous of Les Claypool? Oh my God. You know, South Park would be a great show if it had a better theme song, but that's got to be the worst theme song I've ever heard. Uh, no, what I mean is it is a great show, of course, but man, what a terrible opening song. You don't know a good theme song? Yeah, talk to Mike Post, Hill Street Blues, Cheers, or the theme to the Larry Sanders Show. This is a Larry Sanders Show, the Larry Sanders song, and something like that. Anyway, you still remember that one? Yeah, Les Claypool, boo. We should have less Les Claypool in the world. Something about Doug Stanhope. Oh my God, these are going so fast. Backstage Passport by NoFX has a great theme. Thank you. Someone just said it was shite also. Why do you need Les Claypool when you have Mike Didnt? Right, Mike Didnt. He's a good bass player. Want to join Stanhope Zoom at 2? Sure. I think I'm free at 2. Oh my God. This is so funny. Who just texted me? Is that Casey? Oh, I think somebody's writing me, but I don't know his number. That says, I just heard Grieve Soto. I think it's Casey Royer. I knew I'd be getting that call. Any Brett reaction to this song? I haven't heard from Brett. Oh, I'm not free at 2. I can't do Doug Stanhope's podcast. Where's Sam King? Sam King will be at my house on Monday. Give Lars his sweater back. Full Lars sweater. Yeah. Good one. Is Smelly drumming on Last Resort? Yes, that is Smelly. Smelly does kick ass that much. We need more Get Dead. Yeah. Yeah, it was a shame that Get Dead and Bomb Pops and Bad Cop and Days and Days all wrote really great albums and didn't get to tour them. What was really sad is Bomb Pops and Bad Cop were selling out shows for the first time in their careers, which is, if you haven't experienced that, it's one of the greatest things in your career, is the first time you start selling out clubs. And they were both selling out clubs in advance, and they couldn't fucking do the tour because of COVID. I felt really, really bad for those two bands. Do I fight a lot with Smelly lately? No, I don't. He owns a boxing ring. Uh, and no effects, we don't fight. We get along. Where do we send the flyers? I don't know where to send the flyers. Just look for Punk Rock Museum online and we'll tell you where to send the flyers. Yeah, Jesse is a lyrical genius. They just deal with my fits. Yeah, NoFX doesn't fight because everyone just deals with my fits. Best punk rock drummer, in my opinion. I really like Bomber from RKL. You guys should check out a song called Blocked Out by RKL on YouTube. It's live, and not only is Bomber sick, but so is Little Joe and Chris. Amazing video. It's one of my. I watch that not all the time, but once a year I have to watch Blocked Out by RKL. Check it out, you guys. Yeah, Brooks is good too. Brooks is the most boring drummer I've ever met. I mean, not his drumming, but you know, you say it about people, they're really up for anything. Hey, you want to go do something? Sure, I'm up for anything. Brooks is like, nope, I'm up for nothing. Release day variant vinyl, nice. Smelly is a beast. Bill Stevenson once called Smelly the most consistent drummer of the punk beat. And he is. Smelly's like, we are very lucky to have such a wonderful drummer in our band. It's funny how he doesn't rock out. I think he rocks out less than any other drummer too. When he's playing, he's like, and his hands and and feet are just going crazy, and he's just. Sometimes he watches surf contests. I've seen him watch motorcycle races while playing shows. Yeah, he's rocking out on the inside. Like the singer of Oasis. Will we ever find a solution to this fucking COVID? Who's the worst punk drummer? I actually know who the worst punk drummer is. I know who the worst drummer that was in a successful band, and that was Ron from The Offspring. Yeah. Sorry, Ron, but not worst drummer of all bands, just of all successful bands. I wouldn't be listed on one of the best singers in punk rock of successful bands. I think I'd be on the low part of that list, right over Al Barr. No, not that low. This is a funny comment. I don't like John Feldmann. I think Feldy's all right. I was at his studio once at his house, and it's funny. Soma was dropping me off there, and then she walked back in the door 10 minutes later. She's like, who has the black SUV? And Travis was like, oh, I do. She's like, I just ran into it. Sorry. So she dented his car, and what do you say if you're Travis Barker? You got to pay for that. He's like, oh, well, thanks for telling me. So I felt awkward already, and then later, me and John Feldmann, me and Feldy were hanging out, just talking about stuff, and I was drinking a vodka drink, and I've been known to do cocaine, so I did a line because that's what you do in the studio. And I guess you don't do it in front of John Feldmann, because I did a line, like that. And he goes, all right, well, it's good talking to you. Can you get out of here? I'm like, oh my God, did I offend you? Right. I know you're sober, but you didn't seem to care when I was drinking vodka. So, oh, I see. Alcohol's okay, drugs not okay. I never understand that thing, that uh, the difference people make between drugs and drugs. I bet if I smoked a joint, he would have been like, "Oh, can you not smoke in here? I don't like to smoke." I was, "Oh, sorry," but it's not like I was smoking crack. It's just a little bump. What other genres of rock do you listen to other than punk? I listen to oi, hardcore, crust. I listen to ska punk, uh, ska. See, I listen to all kinds of other music besides punk. Melodic hardcore, rock. I guess I don't listen to a lot of rock. I do like. Oh, here's a band I really like. Is Fun. Fun. Yeah, I like them a lot. I don't hate me, but I love My Chemical Romance. Well, the Black Parade record. I really like that. Uh, I like shrimp Creole. I like barbecue shrimp. I like uh, baked shrimp. I like shrimp with sauce on it. I like deep fried shrimp. I like shrimp salad. Yeah, shrimp cake is good. I like shrimp gum too. Favorite Green Day song? I like The Grouch. I really like The Grouch. Who's the best interviewer that you've been interviewed by? I don't know, but I've been doing a lot of interviews the past couple of weeks, and I just want to thank all the interviewers because they really did their research and they asked really good questions. It was a pleasure doing so many interviews. I liked. I did an article for the San Francisco Chronicle, which is always fun because my daughter and her friends are going to read it, and that one is just off the charts. Uh, I did. Oh, I'm going to say my favorite interview was doing Doug Stanhope's podcast. I did two of those, and that was fun. We had a lot in common. We both killed our moms, and I wrote a song about it. He wrote a book about it. Have I ever gotten drunk with Greg Graffin? Uh, a few years ago, I was riding my bike in SF, and I saw that his acoustic band was playing. So I stopped in at sound check, and I'm like, "Hey, Greg." He goes, "Hey, what's up?" I said, "You know what? Uh, I live like 10 blocks from here. You want to come over and have a beer?" He's like, "No, I got things to do before the show." I'm like, "What do you have to do before this tiny show?" And their sound man Ronnie was like, "Greg, you have nothing to do. Come on, let's go to Fatty's house." And Greg's like, "Yeah, all right, let's go." And uh, I rode my bike home, and I was so nervous because Greg Graffin was coming over to my house. So, Soma and I like got everything neat, and uh, I was so nervous. And I toured the guy all the time, but he's not someone. It's a tough hang. He kind of he hangs by himself. So uh, I had two beers. He had one beer. Uh, then I had a vodka, and he just kept nursing that beer. But yeah, we haven't got drunk together. I don't think Greg Graffin gets drunk, but it was a good. It was nice to have him over. Thank you for saying you like the album. Favorite Black Sabbath record? Their first one. Favorite ska band? Well, isn't everyone's favorite ska band the Specials? I mean, right? No one's better than the Specials. Are we in agreement here? Is there a better ska band than the Specials? I mean, Up Ivy, that's ska punk. Streetlight Manifesto. Maybe I should start listening to Streetlight Manifesto more. What album should I get by Streetlight Manifesto? Oh, you like California Drought? Thank you. I think that's an underrated song too. That lyrically and musically, I actually think I came up with a new guitar rhythm in California Drought. If anyone has heard it before, let me know. But I think it's an original chord. One part of the song has that turnaround. I don't think anyone's done it before. Oh, their cover album is their best. You know, it doesn't really count. Mad Caddies did a great reggae cover album too. I produced it. What do I think the most underrated No Effects album is? I guess Wolves in Wolves Clothing, but people are starting to like that one now. I thought it was really good when it came out, and it got no love at all. Am I ever worried that I use the same melodies as a songwriter? Uh, yeah, I haven't noticed it too much. I do worry about that. I like to people call me on it and go, "Oh, that sounds like something else." Usually, I catch it though. Uh, I just try to. What I try to do is keep my chord progressions new, and that way, even if you kind of sing the same melody, it's over different chords. So, I think it's all right. Let's talk about uh, USA Holes is just fucking sick. Uh, I like USA Hills. That's a cool song. That no one really knows what it's about. I think I'll put up. I wrote about that song once. I never released it, but I wrote a little essay about that song because I think the lyrics are really good. But everyone thinks it's about a ship. It's not about a ship. Oh, someone said I have adorable hair. I hope that's a woman that says that. My hair okay? Thanks. Oh, love the hair. You want to see something adorable? Ugh. Ugh. No, I was gonna put on this bow in my hair, but that's kind of silly. She didn't lose her baby. Underrated. Yes. Okay. Our most underrated album, self-entitled, I think is. I think it's our most solid album. I think it's from front to back. I think it's the best NoFX album. Yeah. Self-entitled, everybody. He's getting a strap on. No, I was getting uh, this hair bow that someone bought for me, but it goes good with the hair. See. I'm going to put my corset on before I stop this interview. You know, just to help people with diets. Just going to show you how Fat Mike diets. Someone says, "It's so great to see you in a good mood." You know, it's crazy because uh, I wake up in a good mood these days. I know COVID sucks and it's weird, but uh, doing this museum makes me so happy. And and I get to write songs every day, and my girlfriend, she makes me do yoga every morning. Uh, that makes me happy. I learned a lot at sober camp about perspective, and if you think your day is going to be great, your chances of it being great are a lot better. And yeah, the yoga does help. It's good for your body and mind. And when you're dating a yoga instructor, it's cool because she actually does a lot of the stretches for me, which is nice. Uh, who's my girlfriend? I'm dating a woman named Astara. She was my yoga instructor for a while, and kind of shaman, kind of life coach, and we meditated a lot. And when I got out of sober camp, she stayed with me to keep me sober, and she's still with me. Are you sexually active? Well, that's a little personal. I don't know if I can answer a question like that on Twitch. Am I sexually active? But she her her strap on and my ass have been sexually active. I could say that, right? But not since Wednesday. Someone says, "Ouch." You know, when you use lube, it's not so much ouch. It's kind of like, yeah. Also, yoga, pegging during yoga, that's a good thing. That works. How's my collaboration with Travis? It was awesome. He is a great dude, and he played some awesome drums on the Cookie the Clown album. And I just called Travis. I'm like, hey, I'm doing this record. I was hoping you wanted to play on it. He's like, I'm in. I'm like, you want to hear about it? He's like, no, I'm in. So, yeah, cool dude. Oh, what? Oh my God, it's going. Last Resort is your favorite song on the album. Yeah, I think that's my second favorite. I tried to relearn the chords on that at the end, for some guitar magazine. I couldn't figure it out. But what's really cool about Last Resort is there's a line that says, "We were strapped down with minor chords as we set sail into the dark and sharpest sea." And guess what I play when I sing that? C sharp minor. That makes me so happy that I sing about strapped down minor chords, sail into the dark and sharpest sea as I play a C sharp minor. I feel like I'm being ignored. I don't want to ignore you, bro. You don't write in capital letters, so I can't read them. That's your problem. Have you heard Machine Gun Kelly's pop punk album? I haven't. It seems to be popular. Is it something I should listen to? Yeah, that's better. Okay, bro. What do you want me to say? I mean, what should I listen to? Big letters, much better. I should listen to it. I should listen to the Machine Gun Kelly record. I will listen to it. I mean, how do I know it's bad if I haven't listened to it? Oh my God, is it going really fast now? I started this thing 59 minutes ago. These are going so fast. Oh my God. Ever do DMT? I've done DMT. I went to smoke DMT in the Dominican Republic on a beach while tied to a palm tree. And then I got flogged. Tied with rope to a palm tree. The clouds, looking all weird. How do you get DMT in the Dominican Republic? We can. You have to bring it. I didn't bring it, but some woman brought it. You did DMT at your friend's house and everything turned into a cartoon? Yeah, it's like everything turns into a cartoon. I don't know, everything in my life always looks like a cartoon. Acid, no. I did acid once. Not for me. Drugs like pot and acid, mushrooms, I don't know. I don't get it. I only get whiskey. If you only drink whiskey, you're going to end up like Billy Bob Thornton in Goliath. Yep, see? That's what you get. That's what you get if you spend your life drinking whiskey. How's my weed growing? I'm not growing anything in my house anymore. I'm getting out of this place. Getting out of the valley, if anyone ever buys my house. I'm going to Las Vegas to open the museum. Do I play video games? No, I do not play video games. I stopped that in my teenage years. I think the last video game I played was Asteroids, or maybe it was Breakout. Galaga. I don't know. I have a hard time doing stuff that people do to relax. I kind of don't know how to relax. I think that's why I like bondage, because you don't really have a choice. You have to relax. But I really only allow myself to watch 1 hour of TV a night, maybe 2. But I'd rather be doing stuff. I like doing stuff. Doing stuff isn't overrated. Well, a lot of things. Video games. Relax by telling us a Matt Skiba story. Here's a funny Matt Skiba story. A long time ago, when we still did drugs, we were on the Warped Tour, and I'd put like 8 big lines of coke on my acoustic guitar in the back lounge. And Matt came on. I go, "Hey, Matt, check out my guitar in the back lounge." And I followed him, and he looked at it, and he picked it up, started to play it, and then he noticed all the lines just fell onto the carpet. And he's like, "Oh, I wasn't supposed to play it, was I?" That was a good one. It's a good thing there's an endless supply of cocaine on the Warped Tour, so. Well, this has been fun. I enjoy this. I have a meeting at 11. It's about a NoFX documentary. I'm going to take it. Gary, is that what the meeting is? Oh, I think it is. But this has been nice. Thanks for listening. Thank you for all the nice words about our new record. It, not to sound sentimental or emotional, but it really means a lot to me. Reading nice comments makes me really happy. So thank you very much. And thanks for being on Twitch, the video game network. See you guys. Oh, how do you turn this off?